Bitcoin mining world. My name is John Taylor. If you don't know what Bitcoin mining world is, it is overwhelmingly feeding back. But we are the center of the Bitcoin mining universe. We connect everybody in the Bitcoin mining industry. So people who are looking to optimize their existing operation, or they'd like to get into the Bitcoin mining business, we provide education, community, and networking to help you get into the business. And we also sell equipment. So I'm going to tell you a little bit of story because Jack had some entertainment planned. I think Carrie was planned, but she had a thing to do on Monday. So they brought me in instead to kill some time. So bringing up the next generation of Bitcoin miners, what we do is provide that education and community for people so that they can get connected and learn what Bitcoin mining is about. Because a lot of the news today is about the big corporations getting bigger. They're buying more Bitcoin, they're buying more farms. And so in a capitalist society, you look at it and say, well, if all the big players are getting bigger, there's no room for the smaller companies to get involved into the Bitcoin mining business. But the way that Bitcoin mining or Bitcoin is built, there is opportunity. We have people who are using stranded gas, or they're using load balancing. And there's a really innovative company in Illinois. They're doing it in Illinois, but they're from around the world. And what they're doing is they're taking tires, they're melting them down, and then they're getting all of the components like the rubber, the diesel, and then they're making propane. And they're taking that propane, putting it into a generator, and making Bitcoin. So they're recycling tires and they're making Bitcoin. And there's a lot of opportunity for people to think different, because with the big guys taking up all the cheap power, we have to look for alternative sources, and that pressure is creating invention. So I'm going to take you back on a little bit of a story because I like to tell stories. The West was one. And I know that Chris, was it Chris earlier who said that everything is everything you learned about the Old West is untrue and made up? This is probably the same, but we'll try to keep it somewhat real.
Isn't the best.
You know, the miners who went out for gold, they had to go out west. They had to make their own tools. They had to invent their own tools to mine that gold. Then the next generation came out, and they were the businessmen, and they already had the innovation. They already had a lot of the lay of the land, but they brought trucks of people, trains of people out, because there was no trucks back then, and they optimized the mining operations. And then the industry came out, and they came out with science and a team of people to really mine differently. And this happened like 100 years after they started mining. The Bitcoin mining industry is the same, except it's on a 10x scale. This happened in 10 years. So those early Bitcoin miners, they had to figure out how to do this. You know, they had to make their own tools. They had to invent those tools. Then in 2017, that next generation came out, and the supply chains were worked out, and the industry was streamlined. And now we're in that third phase where science is really catching up with the business. So what we do in Bitcoin mining world is provide that connection in that third phase. We are that last group that helps you get into the business with innovative ideas. We do that with community. And one thing in the community is getting people connected through virtual conferences, live conferences, and other events where you can connect with the Bitcoin mining community. Trevor has a mastermind group on Friday at 10 o'clock. And in that group, you can deep dive into Bitcoin mining. Trevor, do you want to come up and tell a little bit about the mastermind?
So our mastermind group is a mix of everyone in the Bitcoin mining industry, whether you're a pleb like me using heat reuse or you're an industrial scale miner like Bob Burnett. This group is a group of like-minded individuals who are all trying to help with the mission of raising up the next generation of Bitcoin miners. As John alluded to, we believe building a proper foundation upon Bitcoin mining is how you grow and remain profitable throughout the future. So every week, like John said, we meet, we have community calls where we brainstorm together. We talk about your guys' situations and what is helpful, what's not helpful. And then every other week, I like to do a deep dive where I bring someone from the industry into our mastermind group and they talk about things like insurance, taxes. I know the stuff nobody wants to talk about, but it's important because you're building a business that you want to be profitable throughout the next cycles of Bitcoin. So that's the Mastermind Club. It's a lot of fun. Join us. I'll be there every single week from 10 a.m. to 11.
Yeah, 10 to 11. That's 11 to 12 in Florida time. But that community is, just a great way that we can all connect because we're all in this together. And the best thing about Bitcoin is that if you tell this person over here how your mind is working, how you optimize it, how you do better, you two aren't in competition. We're all in competition for the block reward. And so we can share, we can grow faster together. And I think that's really the foundation and the ethos of Bitcoin.
100%.
Education. We have the Bitcoin something.
The
We have
Build a Mind Bootcamp.
There we go. All right, this is why I need help. The Build a Mind Bootcamp is an education program where we help people get into the business. And we have a one-day program where if you just want to own a mine, but you're not going to be in there doing the work and doing the deeds, you still need to know about the business. You need to know that a fan does not cost $400 to fix, and how a pool works so that you know that all of your miners are pointing towards your pool and not someone else's. The little things so that you can make sure that you build your operation correctly. And we also have a longer program, and we're in the process of working with the Web3 Certification Board to provide certification for Bitcoin mining. So the industry needs a certification board to say, hey, I'm capable and I have the base knowledge to work in a Bitcoin mine. And we're working with some of the largest companies that you hear about, the publicly traded companies, to get all of their miners, operations people certified. And we sell equipment. We sell miners. We sell hosting. We sell mining sites. We have sites that you can purchase in Kentucky and Oklahoma and everywhere else that you can flip a switch and you own it. There's property, there's real estate. The reason that's important is because when there's real estate and there's Bitcoin mining and there's this operation, you can buy it in different ways to optimize your tax benefit. I'm not a tax professional, so ask your tax professional of how that would help you in your portfolio. But there are ways that this can help benefit your overall financial outlook. All right, so thank you, everybody. We're Bitcoin Mining World. We want to help connect the Bitcoin mining universe. We want to help everybody get connected and stay connected so that they can build better, faster. And if you have any questions, see Trevor over here. It's a big, huge Bitcoin Mining World thing. Can't miss him. And until then,
we'll see you guys next time.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you.